quite disappointed in it. It's patching. Hi team, I'm Lydia Fay, your Ginger Gal Pal, and to start the year off, my first video, I'm going to do a good old-fashioned glow-up. So I'm going to be heading to the salon today, treat myself. I'm going to go from this like brown, brunette, auburn shade to a really nice, vibrant copper, and I thought I'd take you along, so let's do it. Here's a quick before and after. Okay, take two. Technically, this is the next day because I walked into the salon and I showed the stylist my expectation. I'm like, this is my like dream vision for my hair. And they were like, oh, well, to get that vibrant color, we kind of need to bleach your hair and then dye it that vibrant fashion color. I'm like, yeah, I'm keen. And they're like, well, unfortunately, like when you called up on the phone, there must be a miscommunication. They've just booked you in for an hour to have like a full over color. I'm like, oh, like, no, I did say I wanted to be bright, vibrant copper, and he's just like, oh, I guess without seeing your hair, it is like hard to tell what you're trying to do. So he was really good about it. He's just like, these are our three options. We can try and achieve this today. We could do this. You could come back, or we can do this, and then next time you come in, we can try and lift it a bit more. But I was a good advocate for myself. I was very proud. I stuck to my convictions. I was like, no, I've been obsessing over this for so long. Like, I really want that vibrant color. Like, can I come back another day? Like, is that okay? And he was like, yeah, let's look. And so he's booked me in. That was on Monday. So today's Tuesday. He's booked me in the very next day, which it was annoying. It was a bit of a hiccup. It was a little bit disappointing. But to be fair to the salon, I feel like they handled it really well and like made me leave feeling like they were gonna, like they found a solution. So here we are, day 2. My nails are different, my outfit's different, but my enthusiasm is still there. So let's go get our hair done this time. And this is the final result. So if I'm really honest, I'm actually quite disappointed in it. It's been a bit of a journey this afternoon. Because what I asked for was a bit of a root smudge so it grows out nicely. I did see a photo that had a bit of dimension, so the stylist got really excited about creating dimension, but my main thing was I just wanted it to be a bright copper. So like, looking a bit closer, I feel like these front pieces have nice copper tones to them, but then there's bits underneath that are just a bit too blonde and like patchy. So it's on this side as well. So that's really patchy and like, why are these bits blonde? And I'll show you the back, that's patchy as well. So I'm just gonna go through like the itemized receipt of how much this cost and why I'm so disappointed about it. Because I like the cut, generally I like the color, but for how much I paid for it just doesn't feel worthwhile, and I left feeling really disappointed. This was meant to be a treat for me. I don't get my hair done very often, and like GGP was back and I was really excited for it, and it's just a shame that I've left feeling so disappointed. So I'm not going to mention the stylist or the salon. I don't think that's worth it. But basically I went in for the ultimate full head of foils package, which is $299, which I don't think is bad. Well, I'll start off by saying I almost paid $500 for this. So the total was $488.15. Okay. So the balayage package for $299 is more on the expensive side, but I've seen salons do it for $270 and things like that. So my full head of foils, fair enough, that's not too bad. But then I've got long hair, so that was another $20 added on. The haircut was $59, and then the root stretch, he did foils to leave a bit of root, but then did a root stretch as well where he like to blend it out, but that was an extra $40. So I'm like, okay, the add-ons are kind of adding up. And then as we put all the foils in, there was like quite a few bits of wispy and bits left out of the foils in between, and he started dipping it into extra bleach. And then after my quote, he said it'll be an extra $40 to do the dip, is that all right? I'm like, well, we've already started doing it. Like, I can't say no now. So I went along with it at the time, but in hindsight, I wish I said like, that wasn't part of my quote. so I don't want to pay for it. But at the time I was like, it's gonna look great, it doesn't matter. Little did I know. So he said 40, but on my receipt it says $50 for this dip out fine hair, adding on extra bleach to the bottom. But I'm like, I'm already paying $2.99 to have a full head of foils. Like, surely that's included. Like, it's not that much extra labor, and it's not that much extra product. Like, or just don't do it. Like, if you've not quoted me for it, don't just miraculously start doing it halfway through the service and make me feel uncomfortable, like I don't have a choice. But I could have been firmer about that, so I won't bang on about it. I went Monday through Wednesday, so I did get a cheeky little discount of 20%, which saved me $50. I was also recommended to get this treatment. It's a copper treatment to extend your shine and your color between trips to the salon. And I have seen this brand online, and I did want to purchase it at some point because I knew I needed something to keep that fresh copper color. But since I've come home and looked at it, I'm just so disappointed because like $500 for what? Like, I feel like my friends have bleached my hair at home and it's felt better. Because I also, I got like a treatment for $40 tacked on. I'm like, oh, it'll make my hair feel nice and healthy after it's been processed. That'll be worthwhile. But it's like he did a spray thing at the start that neutralized the metals in my hair, which was included in the service. And then after my hair was washed and conditioned, he put some other spray thing in then, so that was the treatment. So instead of doing like Olaplex or something like that other salons do, it was like this weird spray thing that has left my hair feeling like straw anyway, which, like, it has been bleached. I expected a little bit of damage, but I'm like, did the treatment do anything at all? And he's like, it's a bit knotty, but that's to be expected. I'm just like, well, I paid extra for a treatment, so surely my hair should feel a little luxe, right? So what I'm gonna do now is, like, when I left the salon, I don't think I realized how patchy it was because I was just worried about it being vibrant. Because let's keep in mind, I was there at 9 AM and I didn't leave until almost 4. So I've spent 7 hours in this salon. You'd think they could achieve what I asked. So like the full head of foils was fine, the haircut's fine, but they just put a toner on to achieve the copper. So on wet hair, they've put a toner through. I'd rather they'd taken me away from the sink and at least like painted on properly, so then we wouldn't have had all these patchy bits that haven't caught the toner copper color. But I'm like, I went in there for copper, that was the whole point, which is a bit frustrating. So yeah, I did mention that I was worried it wasn't gonna be bright enough because when I was at the sink, I kept taking photos and it kept looking just blonde. And then, to be fair, I didn't have my glasses on when he started and stuff. It did look cool. I was excited about my front bangs and these front pieces looked good. So I'm like, maybe it's not as bad as I think. Like, my roots look okay, the front looks okay. Like, I've just been paranoid this whole time for no reason. Like, trust in the process. But then I walked away feeling like clammy and unsure. I'm like, it doesn't feel good. Like, it was meant to be a treat and I've just worried about it all day and wasted my day, like my time and my money. And I spoke about it with Matt, and the more I talked about it, the more upset I got, and I just felt like I'd wasted $500, and for what? Like I say, like, friends at home could have, like, have done a better, like, friends at home haven't left my hair like that, haven't left my hair patchy. So, like, to give the salon credit, when I did leave, I was just like, oh yeah, like, it's vibrant, like, yeah, I trusted you, like, yeah, like, it came out better than I thought. So in their mind, they thought they'd done a great job. But also I meant to inspect every piece of hair and then be like, oh no, like, that's not sitting very well, and like, what's the back look like? Like, especially after 7 hours of being there, I kind of just wanted to go home and I was getting a bit hangry. So it's a bit the salon's fault, a bit my fault. I could have articulated myself better, but I'm not the hairdresser. I don't know what, like, I showed you a photo, just do what is in the photo. I shouldn't have to articulate myself that well, and I shouldn't have to check your homework. I'm not your mother. Be better. Okay, now it's getting personal. So my plan is that I'm gonna wash my hair and condition it. I know you're not meant to do that, like, and it's styled nicely, so I should leave it. But I'm tempted to put this treatment on because it'll add hydration back into my hair, and I'm hoping to even out the bits that have been missed, because it's not really been colored, it's just had a copper toner through it, which I don't think is sufficient. So stay tuned, I'm gonna do that. it's taken a bit of a turn. I know I started off this video really excited and it was like a glow up, new year, new me, put my faith in the wrong people, but it is a reputable salon that lots of people go to, and I spent a decent amount of money to get a nice head of hair, but here we are, disappointed and still having to do a home dye job. So I'm gonna wash my hair, put this in, and see what happens. Hopefully I calm down, because the main thing I wanted the salon to do was lighten my hair and lift it, because then I know I can add like fashion colors over top as long as it's lifted well. But I'm looking at it and I'm like, it's not really lifted well. Like a lot of the root has been left. I just wanted a little bit and a lot has been left. And like there's a lot of dark brown on the ends. But yeah, let's give this a go and hopefully I'll stop spiraling and it'll be better, right? So this is the final results. I'm gonna end the video here because I'm happy with how it has ended up finally. Do I think my service was necessarily worth the money? No, I do not. But the main reason I wanted to get the highlights was so I could put vibrant colors over top of it, like copper. I wish it looked a little more natural and wasn't so orangey. But I do like the fade and I do like how vibrant it is, I suppose. Like I wish it was more of a copper rather than an orange. But I think it'll settle down because after I put the treatment in, it did grab onto all the pigments and all the areas that I was worried about. Like before, when I left the salon, this was quite blonde still because I hadn't grabbed any of the toner. And I did want that even copper all over. So I'm still liking my little side bangs. I think they're fun to style and play with. Last night, I'm trying to avoid heat styling tools a bit, so I just kind of had my hair in a braid and I've just added a few pieces in there. I'll keep you guys updated, so please hit that like button, comment down below what a journey it has been when you go to salons, or like your honest opinion of my hair or what you think I can do to repair it. I have ordered Olaplex online. If you hit that subscribe button, I'll keep you updated on how I go with that. And I think I'm also gonna try Living Proof does like a leave-in conditioner, so I think adding hydration every day would be good as well. Because I think once my hair is revived a little more, I'll calm down a bit about it, but like I do think it's a lot of time to spend in the salon and a lot of money to spend to not be 100% happy, and I feel like that's fair enough. I know there's a lot of other things going on in the world, and that if this is my biggest problem at the moment, like I'm doing pretty well. But yeah, I've had a moment to calm down. It's not that bad. I've rationalized it in my head, and really I just wanted to glow up. I wanted to start 2022 feeling like your ginger gal pal again. So I do feel younger, I feel more vibrant, I feel fresh. So I'm gonna leave it on a good note. And also I think going into 2022, it's a bit of a life lesson for myself and for yourself, if you're still watching this, that the first day when they stuffed up my booking, I stuck to my convictions. I'm like, no, I'm gonna get what I wanna get, I'll come back, like, did the right thing. And then after sitting there for 2 hours being anxious, I just wanted to leave the salon. Like, I know there's probably gonna be a lot of comments being like, you should have given your stylist a chance to fix it and stuff. And I have done a feedback form, I've emailed customer service, so I'll see what comes of that. But yeah, I think I was just a bit defeated by the end of the day. Like, and after 7 hours and I had other clients, I could have been like, I'm not 100% happy with the color, like what can we do to fix this? But also the underneath bits I didn't notice until I got home anyway and spiraled. But end result, gotta be happy with this. It's a bit more vibrant, she's a bit more fun and youthful, back to being a ginger gal pal. So it puts me in good stead for 2022. I've got a life lesson under my belt and I've got vibrant young youthful hair. So that's the takeaway. So like I said, like this video, boost up my self-esteem a little bit more. Subscribe to my channel, I do a lot of beauty, lifestyle content, and I'll keep you updated on my hair journey of fixing it. So if that's of interest to you, or if I'm of interest to you, that was a terrible wink. Yeah, stick around, subscribe, and join the team, the Ginger Gal Pal team. Now I'm just rambling. So that's definitely enough ginger for one day. Bye guys.